All right, now we're going to do a very similar topic, but we're going to be talking about when we see something like this where it says subtracted from. Okay, and the reason this is confusing, and this is just like a language thing, right, is you're going to see like the order is like kind of opposite what you'd expect. So, for example, and let's just start with just numbers so you can just see what the topic is about, and then we'll get into the polynomials. So let's say, for example, I had a problem that said 3 is subtracted from 7. What does that mean? That means that I'm starting with 7 and I'm subtracting 3 from 7, right? So like this would be 7 minus 3, okay? And notice like what's tricky about this, right, is like the 7 started in the second position, but then this is just like the way that the English language works, right? The 3 is being subtracted, it's being taken away from the 7, right? The 3 is subtracted from. So it's the 7 and then the 3 is being taken away, okay? So that's what it looks like in numbers. You can kind of see it, you can imagine it. You can say, oh yeah, like if I take away, I take away 3 cookies from someone, that means that person had the cookies, started with the cookies, and then I took the 3 cookies, right? So the same thing is happening here. If I have, for example, 2a minus 3 subtracted from 7a minus 8, right? How would I write that? Okay. Look, this is what we're starting with, right? We're starting with 7a minus 8, and then we're going to subtract this from it, okay? So what does that look like? That looks like 7a minus 8, and then I'm subtracting this. Okay, so now what would I do? Well, I would do what I'm always doing, and I'm subtracting. This subtraction sign applies to this set of parentheses, so I'm going to copy, right? Just copying, no change here. And then this is minus 2a. Minus a negative becomes plus. And now I can combine my like terms. 7a minus 2a is 5a. And negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Okay. One more example. And then give you a chance to try this. So here is example number 3. So this time, let's say 5x squared plus 3x is subtracted from x squared minus 2n plus 7. Okay, once again, we're starting with this, right? And then we're taking this away. Okay, now I don't really have space right here, so I'm going to put it down below. This is going to be x squared minus 2n plus 7 minus 5x squared plus 3x. Now, notice these parentheses, I could put them. It doesn't matter though, right? It's like these parentheses. It's these parentheses that actually mean something, right? Because these parentheses are what are saying, oh, this subtraction sign applies to everything inside these parentheses. These parentheses don't mean too much, right? So we're going to copy this first set of terms, this first polynomial, and now we're subtracting 5x squared. We're subtracting 3x. Oh, this is an n. Sorry. Okay, let's make this an x. Okay, let's combine like terms. This is 1x squared minus 5x squared. 1 minus 5 is negative 4x squared. This is negative 2 is like terms with negative 3. That's 2 negatives, 3 more negatives. That's a total of 5 negatives. And then this 7 doesn't have any other term that's a like term with that, so I'm just going to write plus 7. Okay, and now it's your turn to practice problems like this. So here is some space for number 11, 12, and 13.